Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Tools in Action Tool Fight, brought to you by
Tool Barn.
The Tool Barn, you guys. Check them out. Click the link below. Go check them out. They got good prices. They graciously sent all these drills out for us to destroy and show you guys today. There's a few ways we could have done this tool fight, you know. You guys, there's so many different ways you could do things, you know. If for the PhDs out there, click off now. Because this is not going to be about torque. It's not going to be about, you know, which drill beats which drill. Oh, this one has, you know, 6 more inch-pounds, blah, blah, blah.
It's not like, oh, this one does 50 holes, this one does 65 holes, this one does 63.
Everything is lithium ion now, you guys. It's all going to last a good amount of time. And someone is not going to go buy the Makita because it's the highest when every one of their tools is a Milwaukee or DeWalt or a Bosch. You know, it's not going to happen. They're going to stick with their brand. So we didn't want to do that. We wanted to go over just some of the most popular brands and drills and, you know, put them through the daily tasks that they take.
Yeah, I mean, the common things. I mean, really, when you go shopping for one, you want something that feels good, it's got a good balance, stuff like that, obviously. You want something that's durable, that's going to last. You pay good money for this. You don't want it to drill a couple holes and all of a sudden it dies on you. And then a value. You're looking for a value when you buy a tool. So
Right, exactly. And like Eric was saying, I mean, everybody has their own favorite brand, you guys.
Yeah.
And we're going to take a quick pick of which one we think is going to be the strongest and last throughout this. But I'll let Eric take a gander first.
It's tough because in all honesty, I like all these. I think they all have pluses to them and all that. And I guess it's really, really hard to say which one I think, because we're going to show you what test we're going to do. If I have to put my money on, are you picking just one? You
okay,
gotta pick just
I'll
one.
just pick which one. Just go.
I don't know. METABO is pretty good, but I'm gonna have to go with the DeWalt.
DeWalt?
Yeah. And I don't know why, guys. There's nothing to it. I mean, I think they're all tough drills. I think they're all powerful. They're all good. They all got a good feel and balance to them. But over the test, if I got to pick one, I'll just go with the DeWalt.
It's so hard, you guys. It's so hard. Mine are in
hard.
this 3 here. It's this 3 there. I want to say DeWalt, but I mean, I know DeWalt's quality drill. It's a great drill, but I also know that METABO's a great drill, you know? And I also know that Bosch is a great drill. Man, you know what? I'm going to take a gander. I'm going with the Bosch. I'm going with the Bosch. Paul, what are you going to go with?
Panasonic.
Paul's going with Panasonic.
Which does make sense, because what's special about that Panasonic?
It's IP rated, you guys.
Yeah.
It is waterproof. All these here, you guys, another reason why we didn't do head-to-heads is they all come with different amp-hour batteries, compacts. Most of them are hammer drills except for the Makita. But yeah, Eric is right. This is the most expensive drill that we have here.
No, actually, the METABO is the most expensive, but this is the most powerful, and it's IP rated.
Okay, yeah, we're going to go over them real fast. But what we've done is we've created an assembly line of drill death. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out, we're going to show you here that they all work. Well, we will when we show them before we go. That they all work. We're going to take them off of a 12-foot drop. They're all just going to be thrown off of, and we're going to put them in a pile. They're going to be picked up. They're going to drill 5 holes. The operator's going to push as hard as he can, just try to overload it, jam it, whatever he can to beat up that drill mechanically. Then it's going to get dropped in water and then pulled out 5 seconds, you said, roughly?
Yeah, we'll just throw it in there, take it out.
Okay, then it's going into a bunch of sawdust. Then it's going into a bunch of drywall dust that we've created. Obviously, you know, it's not going to have time to penetrate all the stuff like that. But we're going to see which one lasts.
And then we're going to throw them all onto the side while we're doing the other drills and then come back and try them all out.
Yep, exactly, you guys. Now, that being said, why are we dropping them in water? Why are we doing that? We talked to Paul. We'll talk to him in a second, and he'll tell us all about that, why we decided to do the test we
Let's
did.
bring Paul in now.
Okay, come on
All right,
in,
come
Paul.
on, Paul. Here, I'm going to give you my mic, Paul.
Well, no, just stand there and hold it to
okay.
him. Just talk loud, Paul.
Hey, what's up? How you guys doing?
All right, Paul, local 134, you've been an electrician for how long?
30 years.
30 years. So, Paul, what do you see? You've used a lot of drills.
Yes, I used Milwaukee, DeWalt, METABO, Makita, most recently.
Okay, now what do you see on a job site, and what drill do you like?
I see DeWalt on the job sites. I've used DeWalt for 10 years. I see mostly Milwaukee, DeWalt, and Bosch and Makita on the job sites. That's the majority of the tools that I notice.
What do you think's going to last throughout this test?
On this test here, I would have to say DeWalt, based on my experience using the drill.
Which one do you think's going to go first?
I'm gonna have to say the one that's gonna go first is the
Bosch?
Bosch.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, why?
That's just a gut feeling. That's all.
Okay, so that's the one I picked to win it.
That's all right. And what kind of environments do you see these things being used in? I mean, obviously
Well,
dusty.
yeah, dusty, wet conditions, dirt. Construction zones.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of places. It's still outside work. They might be caught in the rain outside. They could drop them off a ladder or off a high lift into a puddle of mud. It's going to be the floor of the building at one time. There's a number of conditions.
And you just had a problem with a drill with dust, you were telling us,
yeah,
right?
Makita. We were drilling.
And it's brand new?
We were drilling into ceilings upside down, so all the dust would fall into the chuck on every hole I drilled, and within 30 days, the trigger switch and the reverse switch did not work anymore on the drill until it
Now, was it
cleaned
on
out.
this model or a different
No, it was
type?
different.
Because
I
this
saw
is-
it.
oh, you saw- okay.
different model. I don't know the numbers offhand, but it was
But we blew it out and then it started working again.
we cleaned it out, and it started working again. Is right.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's just the way they're designed, how they
Yeah.
keep out moisture, stuff like that.
Well, now when I drilled holes with the DeWalt before in the ceiling, I didn't have that problem with the trigger or the forward reverse switch.
Wow.
It didn't stick at all, and I drilled hundreds, maybe thousands of holes into drywall or plaster with the DeWalt, and never
just kept
experienced
going?
problems like that.
All right, cool.
Cool.
All right, you guys, that's his on-the-job experience. It's crazy. So Eric picked the DeWalt to win, and you picked the DeWalt to win?
No, I picked a Panasonic. I've never
Oh.
used a Panasonic, but because
Just from
of,
hearsay?
just from what I heard from your guys' description on the features it has, I'm going to pick that one.
Okay, all right. And I can't believe that he picked this one was going to fail first. Which one do you think is going to fail first?
Me?
You.
I'm gonna guess go with the Hitachi. I guess I don't know.
Really?
I mean, it's just a guess. I don't know. I honestly think they're all gonna do good.
I'm going with the Makita first. Will fail first.
Okay.
But
All right.
not that Makita's bad or anything like that. It's just my gut feeling on this one. But I don't know,
I
man.
think the Makita's gonna hold up and be good.
Yeah, this is
I
actually a good
think
beefed-up
that's
drill.
It's a good drill.
Yeah, I don't know which one's going to fail first. You know what? I'm going to go with the Milwaukee failing first.
Okay.
I don't know, but that feels quality too.
You gotta just pick one. It doesn't matter.
Okay, well, you didn't pick one. Oh, you picked
Yeah, I
the
picked the
Hitachi.
Hitachi.
Which one's going to fail first? All right, I'm sticking with the Makita.
Okay.
So that's our predictions, you guys. We're going to go. I know everybody's like, oh my God, going crazy right now. Hey, we're putting them on the, what do we call it? The production line of death?
Yeah.
Well, it's
Let's
not
do
a
it.
production line.
It's gonna be.
The death line. All right, you guys, we're just going to go over which drills we have. They're pretty much one of the most populars of the lines. Most of them are hammer drills except for the Makita. First, we're going to go with the Hitachi DV18SDL. Basically an 18-volt hammer drill, replaceable brushes. Pretty standard drill from Hitachi, you know, one of their higher end drills. And here we have the XFD07. This is what everybody has
That's their newest one.
raved about. This is 1,090 inch-pounds of torque.
Yep.
It's a big side handle on it, you guys. Real comfortable grip on this. I'm liking it. 4 amp hour battery on here. On the other one was a, I don't know,
I think that might be
3. Okay, so we got a 4 amp hour battery. Then we have the 3.3 amp hour 18 volt Panasonic. This is the EY7950. First time we've ever checked out Panasonic. You know, it doesn't look like it has a ton of features to it. It only has a ring on it, one ring on it, but pretty decent tool. It's IP rated, you guys, so that means it's gonna resist dust and water. What's next?
Next, we got the DeWalt. This is the DCD995. This is their compact version. I believe this is a 4.0 battery. Is that correct, Dan?
Yes,
4.0.
brushless.
Yeah, 4.0 brushless. This is out of the compacts. This is the only one that comes with a side handle. Then we have the Bosch. It's got a 2.2 amp hour battery on it. The model number on this is HDS182. Compact. And then finally, the Milwaukee, and the model number on this one is 2607. And I believe this is a 3, because usually the 4s say a 4, but I could be wrong. It doesn't say anywhere on the
this one
battery.
was marketed weird.
I did not see it on the box. I did not see it on the battery. And I'm just assuming it's a 3, only reason because I've seen a lot of the 4s with the 4.0s. And what about these two?
Now we got the Gen 5 rigid, you guys, which is R861103, new entry from Rigid. This is their top of the line hammer drill. Then we also have the SB18 LTX from Metabo with a 5.2 battery. Really like this, you guys. It has a couple features where you can just pull off the chuck, go to a 1/4 inch driver, and you can also put it in what's called impulse mode.
Is it impulse or pulse mode?
Impulse? Maybe it's pulse mode. Impulse mode, pulse.
Impulse is what you do with buying.
Yeah, okay, shut up. I like this drill. I think this is my favorite. I'm not saying that it's going to be the toughest to win. It was probably one of them, but if I had to pick any drill right now, I just love the Metabo.
Expensive drill.
Most expensive.
It's the most expensive drill. I don't know, man. It just,
by
I like it.
$100 over, you know, the other one.
And also, you guys, everything here is made in China except for...
This is made in Germany, and the Makita is made in Malaysia.
No.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. The Bosch is made in Malaysia.
Are you guys sure the Makita's made in Japan? Made in China?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Makita's made in Japan.
So this is Germany, Malaysia, and everything else made in China. And not that that matters. We're just telling you it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's where,
all we
you
care
know,
about
these
is
are
the quality.
assembled in the USA now. In fact, Eric and I built one.
Yep.
So that's just where they're from. All right, you guys. Assembly line of drill death or whatever the hell it's called. Let's go. Welcome to the drill death assembly line. What we're going to try to do is we're going to take these drills through a thought out, methodical process of basic job site daily use, right, Paul? Correct. What we're going to do is we're going to drop them from a ladder here. We're going to drop them at a height of 12 feet. They're going to fall to the bottom. They're going to come right here, right? They're going to get picked up. They're going to get chucked with a daredevil bit. We're going to come over here. We're going to drill 5 holes as hard as we can. Just work that drill. Speed 3, whatever you can get. Speed 2. Work it as hard as you can. Then we're going to take the drill over here instantly. We're going to throw it in our water. It's going to be in there maximum of 5 seconds. We're going to pull it out. Then we're going to tape it and we're going to put it in our sawdust. Then it's going to go into the drywall pile and get mixed around. And after that, it's just going to get thrown on the driveway and bake in the sun while we do the other 6 drills. When we're all done, we're going to see if there's any survivors. And if there's survivors, we're going to put them through the test because they're going to fight to the death. Let's get this done. No?
Hitachi's dead.
Hitachi's dead?
All right, guys, you just saw we threw it, we drilled, we threw it in water, threw it in sawdust, and threw it in that. Now, these manufacturers don't recommend throwing it in water. This is just our test, so let's see. Milwaukee's still going. Rigid's still going. Panasonic's still going. Bosch still going. Metabo's still going.
The Metabo we had to take the
Metabo's
back
still
out.
going. Hitachi, dead. Makita still going. DeWalt, still going. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 5 more holes after this, okay? See what actually lasts through that. Now we're going to put a strain on it after they've been in the water, the dust and stuff like that. Repeat the process. If it still doesn't, whoever is still standing, we're going to run over with an F-150. Here, leave it there, because we're going to show it on camera. You really want that METABO to win, don't you?
No, just take it off. I don't
I
want to
know,
blow
just
it up.
show people, though, because that's the whole point. Show them that it was working, now it's not, at production.
Oh.
And then I'll take it up. All right, ready?
I do it, yeah.
All right, guys, METABO, again, is not working. It wasn't working when we first took it out, but we let it dry out a little bit, and it worked. It's not working now at time of production. So as of right now, this one's out.
No. I can hear all the water in that cave, yeah?
Yeah. All right, guys.
Round 2.
Round 2, here you go, after we did it.
Survivors left.
Okay, we got the Bosch. Still going. Rigid, going. Milwaukee, going. DeWalt, going. Makita.
Tell them how it died and came back.
Guys, this might be overload or something like that. We had it die on the wood and then took the battery out for a little bit and it came back to life. So, but then
now
once we
it's
put
dead
it under
again.
water, it didn't work. Panasonic, still going.
So METABO never came back to life either.
METABO never came back. So far we got 3 of them out. And again, guys, this is just for fun. We're just showing you guys this. These tool manufacturers do not recommend putting these things in water and dipping them in dust.
We're just replicating a job site.
We're just beating the heck out of them is all we're doing, guys. This is not a knock on Makita, Hitachi, or the METABO. They're all great drills.
It's just, well, they're just not as durable.
For this test.
Right.
All right, so now let's do another job with these things.
Okay.
All right, guys. Milwaukee still going. Bosch only goes in reverse.
Ridge is still going.
Man, I can smell it. It's Panasonic. Panasonic's still going.
What do you mean you can smell it?
Milwaukee's still good.
DeWalt's still going.
Does the wall feel weak?
No, it was on 1 when I first started it.
All right.
Is that getting hot on you?
Real hot.
Yeah. Something was I just saw a little bit of smoke or something.
Nothing happening.
Let it sit. Maybe it's overheated for a little bit.
Lights are still on.
Just pull it back. What's up? It's the following day here at Tools in Action, and yes, we've changed clothes.
Believe it or not, yeah.
I took a shower. He did it.
I did not.
So what we did, you guys, we left the drills overnight in a pile with the same lithium batteries. The lithium batteries are actually attached to them. Out in front are the new batteries. So we're going to see which ones survived, which one's going to go on to stage 2. Now, they've all gone through a really tough time. I mean, the water alone is insane, except for the Panasonic, which is supposed to work in water either way.
The other ones are really not designed for water. Water is definitely a killer.
Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to tell you our thoughts right now on them, what we thought when we were working with them. We'll talk to Paul, and then what we're going to do is one more drop.
One more drop. And
run them over with an F-150, and whichever one survives is declared winners. So there's probably going to be more than one.
You want to go over the start there? Go over the Hitachi
okay, so first one is the Hitachi. This was the first one to die. This is the battery pack that went into the water. And we still have nothing. Nothing on the Hitachi.
You want to try the new battery?
Yeah, what's with you, man?
Let's get going.
Jeez. Dead. So, Hitachi is officially out of this as the first one to take the plunge. Okay. Next, you guys, we have the METABO. As you can probably see, there's some issues going on with the METABO right now. The lights are flashing, and the red light is on top. So it's definitely having some issues, and it's not working. So once we take the battery off the METABO, put a brand new 5.2 battery on it. And we're working. You know, will it drill? Here's pulse mode. Ready? Wow.
So it looks like the battery on that
just fried out on us, guys, which is pretty decent compared to losing the entire drill.
Exactly.
Because you're on a job site, you definitely usually have one or more of these, you know? And losing one of these is a lot less expensive than losing this.
Yep.
Okay? Next is the Makita. Makita was DOA, right?
It was.
Okay.
It was yesterday. It went through and then it stopped, but then it was intermediately working.
Okay, after 24 hours, Makita's back in action, you guys. So the Makita will go on to the next test.
With the same battery and everything. That battery stayed intact.
Along with METABO. Next, you guys, we have the 995, the DCD from DeWalt. This was running. It was having some issues.
It was running, but yeah, it was having a little bit of issues.
Still running. Feels like it's got a little delay startup than it did. But man, it still feels like it's got power. Did this not have an auto brake before? That's not the same one.
I don't think it did, but I could be wrong.
No, there's no way. I think it had an auto brake and that stopped working. Yeah, the auto brake's a little jammed up on it. I can feel, but it's still working.
Okay.
Milwaukee, was it dead or alive yesterday?
Dead.
Dead. Okay, Milwaukee's dead, you guys.
Light still on.
Now, is this by the... Oh, the light's on, but it's not working. New battery, nothing, you guys. Milwaukee's dead. So, Milwaukee, gone.
Next is the Bosch.
This is my favorite. This is the one I picked to win. Yesterday, it was running really weird.
And guys, this is pretty much the smallest one and the least inexpensive one.
And we beat it just like the big drills.
Yep, just like the big ones. Like you said, yesterday it was dying towards the end, right?
They were really getting into it in 2-speed, so we decided to turn it down to 1-speed just to give it a little bit of a easier
just so we could get it to go through. And guys, after 24 hours,
working perfect. That's the one I picked. What did you pick?
DeWalt.
Wow. So Eric's still in the fight. I'm still in the fight. What did Paul pick?
Panasonic.
Panasonic. Okay. What about the RIDGID?
Next is the RIDGID. Okay. Now the RIDGID. No, I just got something. Still going. However, this thing surprised us. Kind of a sleeper. However, pick it up and can you tell me something about it? Pick it up.
Can I tell you something about it? Oh my God, it's really hot.
Yeah, the handle is hot. Now the power on this thing's still going good, but the handle's hot. And we haven't used it. We just put the batteries on a little while ago just to start it up. And
it could be in an overheat situation. We'll show you a thermal image of this in a few minutes.
Then lastly, Panasonic, the IP rated one.
This is the one that's supposed to be the toughest drill on the market, do the best. Oh, damn it. Forget that. We're just not going to keep that up there anymore.
Obviously, Panasonic still going good. So, out of it, the Hitachi one, it was the actual drill. Milwaukee was the drill. And was one of them a battery? The METABO was a battery.
Okay. So far, 2 are DOA, though.
2 are DOA, the Milwaukee.
2 are DOA. But you know what? We're going to have to drill a little more today with those 1-inchers. Do we still have them? So let's do 5 more holes with them. Let's run them over with an F-150. Do the 5 holes each.
And
then
one
the
more
drop,
drop test.
and we declare the winners. What do you guys
Gotcha.
think? Now, like you said, we can keep going. We can keep going. Something's gonna kill them. But if they're gonna last all these tests,
Yeah.
chances are they're gonna last the job site. You've already seen 2 have died. They haven't lasted.
Yeah, and again, Panasonic's the only one that really can take the water. These are not designed for the water. Job sites, we just said, hey, let's throw them in water and see what they can do.
And the METABO is glitching a little bit, you guys. Now we have the lights just completely on, and the that's it. Lights are just completely on.
But it's still running, so.
Yeah, why would the lights just go completely on? Yeah, the
Gotta be
lights
some
are
type
on.
of
So
electronic.
something's happening with the METABO. Now, can that continue? Yeah. I mean, as long as it still drills a hole,
Yeah,
right?
as long as it's still working, right? I mean,
Yeah.
same thing with here. So, all right, so what are we doing next?
Run them
F-150?
over. Run them over. Okay. All right, you guys, we went through 5 more holes with these things, ran over them with an F-150, all of them. We even ran over the ones that were dead just to see what kind of cracks or anything we could get. We didn't really get any damage to any of them.
No.
You know, that's probably not the greatest test. Soft tire, stuff like that. We're not going to...
Yeah, it still has a lot of weight going on.
Yeah,
it,
I mean,
know.
we could keep going, but we kind of know right now which ones died right away,
Yep.
which ones started having failures right away, and which ones survived. Okay?
Yep.
So we're going to start out, the 2 dead ones are dead, which were...
The Milwaukee and the Hilti. I mean, Milwaukee and Hitachi.
Are dead, completely dead, will not work. So
Try
if
new
you're on a job
batteries.
site, this happens. And a lot of you people are saying, well, these drills aren't comparable. You were running through, you know what? We're not comparing drills. We're comparing quality. We're comparing brands. We're comparing popular, 18-volt drills. So these 2 are dead. Whoa, they hit you. They did not last. Now, also started glitching right away was the METABO and the Makita yesterday.
No. The big ones, the big one, yeah, yesterday when it was wet, these 3 started having problems, okay? This one dried up a little bit yesterday, and we got this one to work right away, pretty much. These 2, and starting today, this one's jamming, no problems whatsoever. These 3 right here, yesterday, actually, this thing was
you just
jamming.
said that didn't go through the wood.
Yeah, yesterday we started having problems, but then at the end, when we were showing them off, this one was going, actually.
No, but I just asked you, Eric. I said, hey, I thought that died, and you said, no, it just wouldn't go through the wood a little bit ago. We just got it stuck in the wood.
Oh, I meant yesterday.
Oh, so if I look back at the video right now, that's gonna be going through all the holes. You're not gonna have any
Today.
problems.
Yeah, not one problem.
Okay, all right.
Yep, not one problem.
Well, you should have told me that before we
Okay.
started, because I didn't know that. All right. The RIDGID kicking ass yesterday, took all the abuse. Today, she's heating up, you guys.
Yeah, yesterday this thing jammed, but at the end of the day, this thing was still going strong.
And today, it's just heating up. The battery lights indicators don't even come on. It still has power. Was this the one that we're going in reverse?
No, these are the two ones that would
Okay.
go automatically, and they would only go in reverse.
All right, so the rigid is out, you guys, only because it's heating up right now. It's something's definitely up with it.
Yeah,
you know. But actually, it held up
It's
better
still,
than these two.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we're
still
keeping it up
think
here for right now.
Okay, now the Metabo and
The Metabo and the DeWalt only work in reverse. No matter which way you switch the levers, they only work in reverse. This
no,
thing,
that's going forward. No, this one, see how it's running by itself? It's got problems. Sometimes it's only going reverse, whether the switch is forward or back. Sometimes you move it, and you just don't know which way it's going to go. I mean, this thing's
yeah,
basically...
the DeWalt went zombie on us.
It's not, it's not working.
Okay, the Metabo held up. We lost the battery pack on the Metabo for sure, but we're still getting. I mean, the Metabo's still working. It was drilling holes
Yeah, but
slowly.
look at it, forward. Okay.
Oh, that's right.
That's the problem. It's still going on one way.
It doesn't go in reverse. So that's kind of a bad thing
Yeah,
on the job site. So the Metabo, sorry Metabo, you're done.
And the reason we're letting this one down, I mean, this thing is hot. Feel that thing. I mean,
Yeah, it's hot, you guys. I'm going to take a thermal right now of it and show you guys so you can see. You guys can physically see me do it. I will overlay it. But it's heating up, and it's just, I mean, but it still drills, doesn't it?
It still drills, but man, I'm telling you, it's hot. When you, what's the temperature?
It's getting hot. It shouldn't be getting that hot. Well, it's not that hot right now. It's cooled down, but still.
When I was drilling the wood out there, it was still, I was having some issues with it.
Right, and you guys, this
stopped.
was the sleeper of the whole event. Yesterday, everybody had a smile. Oh my God, look how good the Rigid is doing. Look at the Rigid lasting. Now, I can let this thing sit for 2 days, and it's probably going to air out and be just fine, ready to work, okay? But for right now, it's a failure.
Okay, let's
now
go
we got
over
these three, you guys.
Yep.
Just so you know, I picked the Bosch. What did you pick to win?
DeWalt.
DeWalt's done. A lot of people picked the DeWalt, but the DeWalt ran strong, but it started glitching.
I thought when you, now, I'm a huge fan of Bosch, guys. It is, but when he, it's, I don't even want to call it drill envy or whatever. It's the smallest drill out there. I didn't think it would be able to take. Bosch is a great thing, you know, but I just didn't think.
It's the smallest topic we got.
And it's the most inexpensive one.
Right. And it basically shined, you guys. No problems. It had a little bit of glitching when it was full of water.
Yep.
It would jit, but as soon as it would dry out, it's back on track, ready to go, you guys.
Yeah.
So we like that a lot. The Makita, Eric said, came back to life, but did die on us at one point.
Yesterday when it got really wet, it did. It was a little fidgety. It wouldn't go. But today that it's dry, I'm telling you, when I did the 5 holes, threw them smooth like it's a brand new drill, man. That thing, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
So, but it still didn't win.
Nah, I disagree, man.
What are you talking about?
I disagree.
So 3 are going to win?
Yeah, it only had a little fidget yesterday.
All right, we'll bring Makita back for Eric.
Because this had a little bit of a fidget yesterday, too.
Oh, now it doesn't work.
Yeah.
No kidding. Oh yeah, you're right. You're
It had
right.
a little
You're
bit of a
right.
fidget
You're
too,
right.
so-
But this didn't hamper it. This thing we thought was dead at like multiple points.
But you waited 5 minutes and boom, it worked. So
Okay.
that one I still
And it's still
think.
kind of glitching right now because the battery power indicator's on the whole time.
Because you just pulled the trigger.
No, the battery power indicator. Okay, maybe that. I don't hate
Yeah.
Makita, you guys. I like Makita.
No, we're just trying to be fair and really kick it down. But I still think these two. Okay, Panasonic. I want to say it's a given that this one should still be up here. It's the IP rated.
No problems whatsoever.
No problems. I mean, it's jamming through. Second most expensive drill we had up there.
Least expensive drill we had, medium drill price, or was it? This was towards the top.
I don't remember. I think it was on the. Yeah, it could be. I'll have to double check on that one.
And I'm telling you, it's glitching because the battery lights do not go off once you put it on.
That's fine. The drill is still working. You can still use the drill.
No, that's fine.
And what I'm saying, what it comes down to really is, for me, these two drills are the ones that I think are that outshine. Only reason, I'm nothing against Panasonic, okay?
We love Panasonic.
It's a little bit more money, but my thing is they have a lot less tools in their lineup compared to these two. I mean, I think they got a metal cutting saw, reciprocating saw.
Panasonic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
We're
just
not
got a
knocking
lot less.
Panasonic.
Not at
but
all.
dude,
Not at all.
This whole test was the toughest drill possible. They're advertising this as the toughest drill possible. It's waterproof. If we would have redone this test without water, this would be a different situation.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, because this thing being all IP, I mean, we could already feel it. It's still warm. You know? If we were doing lags till they die, I don't know if the Panasonic would hold up, to be honest with you. I really don't. But for durability, water,
Value.
value the Bosch one.
Yeah, I'm saying overall, yeah.
Yeah. But you know, you guys, Bosch really shined in this. Makita really shined in this.
Yeah.
Panasonic really shined in this. You know, these are the 3 drills that you know the toughest. Now, the reason we didn't do mostly lags, timing things, battery runtime, stuff like that, is because there's so many different configurations now, you guys. Before you get on there and say you guys are idiots, DeWalt was the best, or Hitachi, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna happen. These 3 is what happened in this test. We're going to do another test with 12 volts. We're going to see what holds up on the 12 volts. We're going to do saws. We're going to do all kinds of stuff. But, you know, if you want the PhD kind of review or whatever, there's other places you can go to watch that stuff. This is, you know, the best way we could reproduce a job site. Eric said he was watching, what, the other day?
It was funny because after the test yesterday, we were talking about, well, how much water really gets on them and this and that. I went home and I was watching Deadlies catching on one of the boats. Their planks, some of their planks got cracked, so they had to replace them. There they were actually with a drill. I don't know what kind of drill it was. And you just see water just pouring over the edge and stuff like that, getting all over the drill. And whatever it was still working.
And I mean, these tests, you guys, this is all we can do in a short amount of time. If we took 6 months, left them out in elements, let things rust, stuff like that, we might get a different, different outcome here.
But guys, we did the 11-foot drop from there. That's a pretty big drop. You know what I mean? It's a pretty big drop. Did the weight test down there, drilled through them in water, got dust in there. I mean, it's...
Yeah, it was good. But, I mean,
for being in a place where we don't have like a laboratory where we can make, identical conditions.
Right. And I did pick the Bosch, you guys, did I not?
He did pick the Bosch.
Dude, Bosch is quality, I'm telling you. And now, you know, Makita.
Still running,
The
man.
Makita lasted. So Panasonic, Bosch, Makita, congratulations. You guys built some pretty tough products. Any contractor would be proud to have that in their tool bag. You know? And the other ones, you know, pretty good. Like I said, if we did the same test again with all these same tools, we might get a different outcome, you guys.
And guys,
just
it's not a knock towards the DeWalt, the Hitachi, the
Milwaukee.
METABO, or any Milwaukee. Those are all great
Rigid.
drills. I'm a big fan of the Milwaukee. I love the DeWalt. I like the Rigid. Tabo I don't have a heck of a lot of experience with. They're great drills. I mean, the water does a lot to them. There's electronics in these things, you know?
Yeah, and I believe these 3 are brushless. So brushless motors do better around water.
Is this brushless?
The Panasonic, I believe, is brushless.
Okay.
I believe. I'll put that at the bottom because I'm not quite 100% positive because we didn't really do a, review for the technophobes. So, you guys, that's the tool fight. They're coming back. Hopefully you liked it. We tried to do our best for you. Let us know what you guys think at the bottom. I'm sure we're going to get a ton of comments on this. Fanboys galore. Fanboys everywhere. Dan's an idiot. Eric needs a haircut. Tools in action.
I need hair first before I get
Check
a
it
haircut.
out. But you guys, don't forget, before you click out of here, Tool Barn. Don't forget to check out Tool Barn.
Exactly.
They supplied all the drills for this tool fight, which allows us to bring more content to you guys. So please go check out their website. Click the link below. And thank you, Tool Barn. And that's about it.
Sounds good.
Tools in action. So here we have it. It's been about 3 weeks. We've let them all sit around and dry out. We've been able to charge some of the batteries. So we're going to tell you which ones survived. Now, granted, our test wasn't scientific. It was just basic job site stuff. We all put them through the same test, okay? We do have hammer drills. We have compacts. So really, the Bosch should be the worst. The Bosch should have lost because it was the cheapest drill out there. The Panasonic should have won because it's the IP rated.
Yep.
So we're going to go through them now. Obviously, day of, stuff did die, but some of it came back to life. So here's the 2-week period now, okay? So first we're going to start with the Milwaukee, okay? LED light, nothing. So we're going to take the battery that we flooded off. We're going to put a brand new battery on. Same thing. So the Milwaukee is DOA, for sure, 100% DOA. Hitachi, you guys may remember it died first drop of water.
And then we tried it a day after, and it still wasn't working. But now it's had time to dry out over the 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's back like nothing happened. Batteries can charge. I think it got scared. It said, "Oh my God, you just dropped me. Look at all these drills. If I play dead, I will." You know what I'm saying? But
it's
this didn't go through all the tests the other one did because it died so early on. This only went through one bath.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it didn't really make the grade, but it still
works. If you still have that tool, you can feel confident that, hey, at least you can dry the thing out and it'll work.
Yeah, at least it's going to work. The METABO, one of my favorites. Nothing. The battery's toast. Definitely lost the battery on this one, you guys. We're going to try to put a brand new battery on it. Like nothing ever happened. Forward and reverse, both working. So The METABO survived, but we lost the battery pack on the METABO. So we're going to put that down. RIDGID. RIDGID was the sleeper. We were all
sleeper.
impressed.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing. Battery pack is dead on the RIDGID, you guys. We're going to go ahead and put a brand new battery pack on it. It's working.
Keep that battery pack on there for a second, though, because last time when we had the battery, the handle was heating up.
Yeah,
but I'm
I think
sure
it's
that
'cause
it's
there's water
dry
in
now.
there, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't even feel it now, because I remember last time I heated it up pretty quick.
Right.
I'm not feeling that at all.
Right. Next is going to be the DeWalt, you guys. Something's wrong with it. It's got no balls. Look, it's got no power. And this is the same pack that it came with, but put a different, get that 5.0 pack.
It's got three on there.
Yeah, it's dead. So the DeWalt is dead. It's just not workable, needs service. We're going to put this one down too because of the battery pack.
Okay.
The only ones that are going to remain standing is complete survivors, okay?
So the Hitachi we're leaving?
The Hitachi's hard. You guys are going to have to decide that for
Yeah, that's
yourself.
up
Did
to
the
you
Hitachi
guys.
win? It's a complete survivor, but it didn't really get the abuse all the other ones did because it died early on. So we're going to, those are dead.
Next, the Makita. Same battery pack. Still goes.
Grab the truck.
Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
Makita's
got
still in
power.
action.
Still
But the
in
Makita
action.
was glitching, but it dried out.
It glitched for a little bit. This one is to be expected. It's got the IP rating. And
No
guys,
problem.
Still
The
running
only
like
thing
a champ.
I did notice about the Panasonic is in the LED light there was water that got in there.
Okay.
Is there still?
But still, no.
Can you turn it on?
Yeah, I don't see any water.
Are you sure?
It's just dirt on top. Yeah.
That's dirt from the inside.
Yeah. It looks like there was water in there at one time.
Okay, so and next we have what?
The Bosch, same thing. This was the most expensive one. This was the least expensive, most compact one. Same battery, man. Ow.
Yeah.
Man.
The Bosch held up, you guys.
Guys.
So we have 3 that survived. Bosch, Panasonic, and Makita. So I think I picked Bosch.
Dan picked Bosch. I picked the DeWalt. DeWalt's laying down. I was wrong. Dan was right. We all knew the Panasonic would at the beginning because of the IP rating. We expected it to.
Right. If the
but
Panasonic
he
would have
picked-
failed, we would have been highly
Disappointed.
But the Panasonic held up, you guys. And the Bosch, I can't
Yeah,
believe
you
the
were
Bosch.
right
This
on
is
that.
the
When you
cheapest
picked that, I thought for sure, oh my God, there's no way. It's the most inexpensive, and it's the smallest drill.
Yeah. It's,
And guys, we did an 11-foot drop. We did the water. We did the dust. We did stuff like that. So, I mean, it's pretty
and
impressive.
Makita, I'm pretty impressed with.
Very impressed. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, granted, during the test, the Bosch did glitch out a little bit.
this
so
glitched
did
a
the
little
Makita.
bit, but these came back. I mean, it was just a little bit of a glitch in a matter of 10 minutes or 15 minutes. They were back and they were working and they're fine. And right now, even with the batteries, no problem with the battery packs or the tools on any 3 of these.
And the only ones that really truly are DOA is the Milwaukee.
Is the Milwaukee is completely
and the DeWalt.
The DeWalt.
The DeWalt, it still works a little bit, but we're going to count it as
We're
DOA.
gonna count, yeah, because it's like
It's
Dan
just
said,
not-
it doesn't have
it's
the
not
power.
operating
It's not
property
going to allow you to do what the tool
properly.
is meant to do.
Which is crazy because I would have thought that the RIDGID would have gone out first, you know?
Yeah.
But it didn't. The RIDGID, and it's not getting warm. The RIDGID's back, you guys.
Yep.
This is the new Gen 5X. This thing is awesome. I think it's awesome. So there you have it, you guys. Now, who was the winners? These 3. Now, are they the best, most quality drills that you could buy? No. If you're already into Milwaukee, get a Milwaukee, you know? This is their compact. Is this a compact? It's non-brushless.
Non-brushless.
You know?
But
If
guys, here's the deal. We threw them in a bucket of water. You're not going to be doing that with tools. We just wanted to do that to just beat on the tools. We wanted to show what's going to happen, water over time, stuff like that. It was just something we wanted to do. Hey, how are drills really going to handle when they get really abused? 11-foot drops into water and all that. So that's basically what we're doing.
I mean, most tool fights are going to be, you know, if we were going for power, of course, this one's probably going to win. It's the Makita. It's the most powerful on the market, you know? How many drills does it run? We just wanted to take this to a different level and say, hey, is this going to survive a job site? Obviously, you guys take better care of your tools, but in our little assembly line of death there, we pretty much put them through some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And water was the main killer. If it wasn't for water, all these would still be operating right now.
Yeah, and guys, none of them advertise that they are made to be dropped in
Except
water,
for
except for this with the
Panasonic.
IP rating. You
Now,
know?
why do we drop them in water? Because it's commonly found on the job site. You know, it's you go to the job site. It might have rained the day before. Your drills get dropped in water. It rains. You know.
Well, look at the Brewskis. They were in a marina.
Yeah.
They deal with water. They got water on. Like Dan was saying, you leave it out in the rain. And you know what? Moisture gets in there. I don't care. Even if you're not out in the rain, you're getting moisture in there. What happens? Then you get dust that collects in there. It sits on the board, sits on the motor, stuff like that.
And
So,
like going back to Eric saying the Brewskis, you know, they've used this. Ben was the guy that did the Brewski video for the IDH 182. And his partner told me, he's like, yeah, Ben's thrown that thing in the river like 3 times. Like, what do you mean? Yeah, he gets pissed at his work and then he just whips the drill into the river. I'm like, are you kidding?
Wow.
And then it gets up and he comes back and dries out. 2 days later, it's working
Wow,
again.
nice.
I mean, obviously his drill is going to have some issues in the long run. There's going to be corrosion in there, stuff like that. But, you know, so for declaring winners, you guys, these 3. And if you were to declare only one winner, I mean, obviously the Panasonic, but it's the most expensive drill out of the bunch, isn't it?
it's the most expensive, and they have the least amount of tools in their lineup to choose from.
Right, but if you're in a wet environment, that's going to be the one to go with.
Yeah.
If you're on a budget, Bosch all the way, you guys. You cannot beat this Bosch. This
Yeah.
Bosch, I mean, how much was it? It was like $200.
Yeah.
It was really inexpensive, bottom of the line Bosch, and it took the abuse and handled it. Makita, surprisingly, they're king of the drills right here.
Yep.
Glitched out a little bit, but battery packs held up and the tool held up.
So I think for value, I think these two are great because you got a lot of different tools to choose from. They're both, I mean, I don't know.
Now, granted, you guys, if we would have used the Milwaukee fuel, we might have got a different scenario. If we would have used the bigger Bosch hammer drill, we might have got a different scenario. We used a baby Makita, we might have got a different scenario.
Yeah.
We used, you know, a compact DeWalt, we might have got a different scenario.
This is just more of us having fun, showing off some tools.
We're not scientists. We don't have 10 copies of each tool to do repetitive.
Yeah.
Hey, this is what we did. You saw it happen. Now you guys make the decision.
Yep.
Okay? So we're just telling you what doesn't work anymore. So you died. You died, you died, you died,
This one too.
and you died.
Yep.
So here's our winners right here, you guys. Watch, they all start working.
Yes.
All right, you guys, tool fights. Let us know what you think,
Yep.
and let the bitching begin.
Remember, for more exciting tool action, go to toolsinaction.com.